Um, did a live stream on Facebook. Very taxing. Took a little moment of like trying to rest, think. Uh, so what I've been sharing on Facebook. Oh, sorry, my stomach. If you can hear that, life is unusual. Okay, there are times when I can't touch myself with my hands because the same kind of feeling that had come in year 2000 when this started, the the distance mind control, watching, remote viewing, and all that, and the feeling that something's inside of me, under my skin, my hands. So recently also, my hands, couldn't put my hands on my lap as I sat, but like just off my laps, my wrist on my lap, like or arm resting is terrible. Although I have been doing this ex-Muslim thing, that's my passion, truth seeker. You cannot imagine violation of my privacy. So recently, really, I don't have anything against Inner Pondering channel. It's amazing. She's amazing. Her voice, I think she made me cry a little, releasing some deep trauma. Her voice is healing all this, but so I was wondering, yeah, I agree to her. Peace at all times, and we cannot, for example, extinguish fire with fire or fight with fire with fire. Fight with fire with water, peaceful. So, but they had, if whether you believe me or not, and I can't prove this, and you would be thinking maybe I'm projecting, or I don't know, projecting, or okay, it's come like this. So I tried the first time on a portrait style, it didn't. So now it's I have to. Oh God. So what is it that I was saying? Oh my God! Someone trying to laugh. These Zalmi type people, the rowdy boys, big kids. Yeah, so like I've been screaming, shouting here, getting angry. Although this is not the right way, I don't agree to it, but this is the way they made me. Please take peaceful ways, but if even like I was taking peaceful ways and I didn't know how to, injustice is done to me, like privacy, how to rest in myself because they took that away. I felt belligerent and what do you call it? But belligerent and no rest, no peace. So deprived, and in the wounds, they were kept me in my deepest wounds, uncovering them again and again. No healing, past wounds. And then if I talk about the past, because I'm in the past wound, people tell me, even my friends, not to go in the past. It's not me. They couldn't understand, even though I tried to explain to them what's happening to me. Maybe I wasn't able to explain to them. And now you would understand a little better due to covert narcissists. So as I was even listening to the help on covert narcissists on YouTube, I was like, but they don't do this with everyone. How come just with me? Or they love others. They're, you know, so, or they get along with others. So then I found a video that where the person says that it's actually only the empaths are the supply. Maybe it was Nelly, the narc, not the narc, sorry, not the narc. Which video on YouTube? So you understand now. And so I also understand now that they don't, covert narcissists don't go after everyone and anyone. And they're not like, they don't get into trouble like some of them. They are very clever in not getting into trouble. So they would put the person in a rage the other person, right, and say that this one is the one who's wrong, or emotional instability, due to whatever insecurity, and then we're in a rage and all this, and so at least now you can get, and the things I'm sharing on Facebook. So although an unusual life, back to that love, you see, people are not in the, okay, it's good to progress and this, but we don't understand those people who love us, maybe, or mystics or spiritualists, and we can't keep a balance. And sometimes it's been really hard for people to, in the spiritual realm also, it's not easy, uh, and to keep a balance. I cannot blame them if they're not able to keep a balance. Life is like this. And listening to this lady made me cry a little bit, like in her pondering. She's just awesome, wonderful. It really helps. So finding people who are inspiring us, who support us, who help us on social media, that's really great. And another thing is that the recent case on Baba, and there's one Dubai Sheikh, and that even got me. Sorry, I put my phone down here, too far away from me. Can you hear me? No, this is the one I'm seeing if there would be. This is okay. So I went in the bathroom, although I don't open the lights. I have a small lamp when I'm have to dim a lamp. So someone's calling me. What's this? Okay. So just a minute. Yeah, let me just take this. Hello, hello. Yeah, it's just from my network, or this provider. Is, so I went in a pitch dark bathroom last night watching this video. Oh God, it's terrible. And I maybe if Indians like to interact with me, and I like to help people, but it's been like, I hope you understand, since in Karachi, gaining trust and then destroying it. So, I'm not well, and let me show you. Like, I can't afford this. I need someone to hold me up, something to hold me up, sit up, someone to carry me at times. It's really like if even my AC doesn't work properly, I kind of, or something doesn't work properly. I hope they don't use this against me. Yeah. Oh God, I feel His Highness Shah Muhammad's presence here. His Highness Shah Muhammad bin Rashid's presence. I have, long time ago, my father said he's come on Facebook. So we thought if I joined him on Facebook, and it was his official, although my father's, people were saying, just put this off. Don't use internet, even the psychologists. But thank God, His Highness Sheikh Muhammad was the first one. When I was in Karachi, he came on Facebook. So I thought, okay, go. If we have a strong community, like I will be getting to that also, and a strong leader who cares for the people, do you think that anyone can come here and even exploit a person who is totally like crippled psychologically, physically, emotionally, gaining their trust. And even, sometimes they come like some Indians here. I suspect they have done this. And they were doing this in Karachi also, gaining our trust. Oops. Yeah, so. And then betraying it very cleverly. And in this condition, I was like, there's no way I can rest. And even though awareness, I realized somewhere late in year 2000, the only thing I had was prayers. Prayers from my Shia book and Quran and all this, right? And I went to even a Sunni hadith on Prophet Muhammad giving a prayer to someone, and try to. It was very difficult to learn at that time, to memorize it. Try to put it on my phone or somewhere, things like that. And I couldn't open the lights for many years in my room because you see the feeling that something is inside of me and all this. So do you think if we had a community, a very strong one, and with that a leader, that they would not do this to us? I was thinking even if I was a Agha Khani, Ismaili, and not a 12er Shia, a fellow Shia would not have done this to me. Like I suspected Yusuf Saidi later, Sayyid Yusuf Saidi, who came, to not have, like saying that, oh, all this for my case, condition, health, why I have chronic fatigue. They found out that there was a Muslim spirit attached to me, and they tried to remove it. It was during sleep hours, and it was extremely, excruciatingly painful, unbearable pain. And then they came home. Yusuf said he's a Shia, but he told me that this one was Abdul Qadir Jilani's follower. He's an expert in removing these things. Although Yusuf said he couldn't remove spirits, not an expert in that. So he had a friend, Arbab Shah, and his eldest brother, Sikandar Shah, was an expert. So they came in year 2001, I think, January 7th again, or 6th, year 2001, to my place. I met him online on Daisy Chat, and wondering if I can afford to do this, like talk to Indians here, discuss, and young Indians, and all this, whether I should cut it down, because then it's more disturbing for me to have someone then the cleverness of this Indian. Oh my God, I don't know this. It's not the portrait, so like what life is illusion. And then he's saying that he was very stupid, and then he's come back, like, because I tried to help him discover something, and he discovered it, but it's like I didn't help him in that way. So he was very stupid to come here with it. Okay, he removed the messages, live chat, sorry. Yeah, comments, messages in the live chat. And afterwards, like, I couldn't rest seeing that, oh my God, he lied to me. But he said he came back again on my other live stream complaining against him, life is illusion, to say that he thought I was talking about sati, but you can see I didn't remember Niyog's word, And so I had to, because, you know, so, this is the kind of problems I don't need to be added to my condition. You know how hard it is, has been? Has been. It's not 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. It's now 25 years. A woman being watched, and how old was I 25 years ago? And then in Karachi, we have the dark web, and what's happened, the man raping girls. The case has come out on social media. It's gone viral. I hope it goes, but what am I saying now? How can I say this? As it is, it's very difficult for me. Now these Indians lying like this, what is? So he said, oh, you've categorized Indians and all this. No, I haven't categorized Indians. Just, he came to, and he was like, came to say that he apologizes, and then they apologize even. But they put the blame on the other. Why you hate Indians? Why do you hate Indians? So aren't you like I'm not able to say it, wasn't able to say it that time. Like, aren't you? It's not hatred for Indians. This is, if you love your country, don't say anything. It's like a Pakistani saying, you love my, don't be a whistleblower. I love my country. No, don't say anything. It's about loving your country. When we love our country, we say things, right? That are of human rights violations and lies and deceiving people when they're not well. Even forget it. If they're normal, we're not supposed to deceive people, let alone. And I think this person has been coming with the white skull he gave me last time, some years back on my live stream. I don't know how many, a year or so ago, with the Shia girlfriend, and he's given a story here to me, and then he gaslights me, and we don't agree, so then he's called me an old woman too, all this, and about the Dubai police against. So he changes, and now this time to rectify, he came as, what's this, Kushal Oberoi. So like, for example, in this Baba case, Indian, Delhi, who was saying, that we're not supposed to just keep it silent and all this, supposed to expose these, take action against such things. Lies are not good, and deceiving people is not good. It's a crime. Should come in the crime section of the law. Lying to people, deceiving people. What about me? So playing the victim card, after having lied, apologizing and blaming it on me that I'm categorizing Indians, attacking Indians, or what? Hating Indians. That's why I do this. And, it's going back, and then the Indians have, some Indians here, the ones here. I can't afford to do this. So if we have a strong, like a smiley, Mawla, like in Dubai, would these people do this? So, very good smiley community, strong all around the world. But of course, then Smiley was telling me that in Canada, someone's calling him a pig. They call him names. They call it smileys. And okay, if you're normal, you, whatever it is, you have a strong community, like I feel content, like I did long time ago as a Shia in Karachi. Sunnis can say what they like against us. Some people in Karachi, Pakistan, against Shias as they come here and say kafir and still disbelievers. I wouldn't say anything to them. I keep quiet. But you see, what they've done now, I can't keep quiet. Belligerent kept me, and okay, awareness, muji, meditation, then I could just, who's shocked? Who's this? You know, going to an Indian, they would ask me to do yoga as they did, and hatha yoga too, with meditation, join art of living, or, you know, go to their, I can't even get out, so you cannot imagine what I'm going through, what I have been. So I couldn't. And so what to do? So I thought maybe, you know, I'm sorry, Indians, you know, there's a lot of this. I hope the good ones understand. That good ones, good Indians understand that this is for the betterment. Even in Pakistan, if someone lied to me, I would get very angry, very hurt. It's not good for your country. See, honesty is very good. Like here, Sheikh Khalifa, His Highness late Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, on honesty. So, like if I was asked by my UAE government, what do you want? I would say honesty, trust, these things, right? So, yeah, injustices happen. And the lady, of course, she's doing her best, what she has found. And even though it's really sad that she had to struggle in her to find that place of rest also. You know, like people, soulful people, spiritual people, inner pondering, so on justice. I appreciate, I condemn all kinds of violent ways, but even like injustices happening in non-violent ways, very clever ways, I condemn it. But anyhow, but just from the outside, you don't have to, like I have been trying to go deeper than the betrayal, deeper than the deepest betrayal wound inside. I can't find that resting place. So a little bit happens here and go in a rage. I can't take it and I'm controlled in ways I cannot put right now succinctly, right? It wouldn't be fair to me. Or even if. So taking peaceful ways and slyly someone, they won't let me rest inside of myself. What? All these meditations failed. All these healings. Okay, so this. Okay, now you see, even Pakistanis, ex-Muslim like Adam Seeker, right? Oh, you know, when they get, if they get an upper hand, revengeful, very revengeful. God knows what they can do. If they can shout or insult me, basically, like this online, these ex-Muslims, like Nouria Khan and Adam Seeker. Nouria Khan with Adam Seeker. I mean, what shall I do? And I'm not able to make notes on this, and so just come here without preparation much. Oh. So now my take on why ex-Muslim Sahil accepted Islam. Arisha, ex-Muslim Arisha Babar Rajput, 20 hours ago. This is. I need to watch this. Though. So cut down on Muslim, even Indian men. Yeah, please. So, like that day, I was on Surah 33. Then another Indian came, and another Indian had come on this Life is Illusion, Kushal, about Kushal Oberoi. But then I disagreed with him also on that. That had they been that on that level, had they been Hindus or Sanatanis, then gurus can help them. But because of this, what the very succinctly put here by another Indian against this, he keeps changing. I don't know. Life is illusion. It's Kushal, then Oberoi is true name. Excuse me. Can't sit, can't rest. Okay, sometimes lying down, there's a lot of strain on me and under my body, under my skin, sorry, inside my body. Things are. So, of course, I can't rest. Like, okay, if someone's tickling you all the time, okay, it's not like tickling, but let's say beating you, battered inside, or touched, all the time touching you, like, how would you feel? Can even if you like, and then someone comes and triggers something or says something, it's going to make you angry, right? Base it, like, don't these people, ex-Muslims like Adam Seeker, understand my condition or anything? Lying against me with Sam Shamoun, Sahil by keeping quiet. तो ये सीरियन के साथ like I was all that, okay, but for now Indians also, ठीक है, वो आप आए, आप तो जो I don't have to agree with you in many things. I don't agree to people, sorry, but you have your thing, I have my thing. Like, even in Islam, like, there was what is it, that you have to first be a believer and then try hard, and then God will give you the grace, or you will become a better person. Once you have to be a believer, or maybe not even that, you can do evil acts and you can be forgiven by God. You don't have to try hard. And then the will problem, and anyways, this is what we believed, what we actually believed, and what is actually in the Quran are two different things, opposite. So, person said that if this Kushal Oberoi with Life is Illusion on my channel they agreed with me against him, at least that I should see, that he's wrong. He lied. Niyog, I was describing what Niyog is, and then he's saying, oh, I wasn't paying attention. Why were you not paying attention? So this is how another way of saying, covering your lie, right, about your religion. How many times do I have to repeat myself? It's like a Muslim saying, oh, I don't understand, because he's trying to defend his religion and lying. Because if he understands what we are about the contradiction, what will happen, right? He will have to accept it, that yes, my religion is wrong, the Quran is wrong. So very conveniently, Life is Illusion, Kushal Oberoi, his real name, and another channel on YouTube he has with that name, saying that I wasn't paying attention. I thought you were saying Sati, about Sati. And then later on, I'm like, Sati also. But before that, Niyog. The word I wasn't getting, so I was describing it, and he's not paying attention to that description of Niyog. And it was very conveniently, so all the blame on me. Later on, when I said, you were lying. You were lying. That there's no niyog. This grandfather, the father-in-law, having that with the father-in-law, if the husband is impotent, this sounds like sati. If the husband is impotent, having that, like they used for test tube babies, the injection they put in a woman. And so having with your father-in-law or your brother-in-law because your husband is impotent, does that sound like sati? Where the woman burns herself, a widow has to be burnt alive. Doesn't sound like sati, right? So this Indian lied. And then coming another Indian saying, but he's saying that if he was a Sanatani, but since life is illusion, was an atheist, so against atheists. So I had to give him an example from the Quran ayats that even though God says work hard and believers should do salihin acts and all this, what was it? So I don't believe that he's a liar. That because he's an atheist, right? You can be a religious person and you can lie. You can be a hypocrite. I don't believe that religion can help in making you not a hypocrite. Religion, so I explained that right now. It's not coming in my mind. I had it ready in my mind about what, um, sorry, my information, awareness. No, what was that? So if you were a good Shia, you would not do this, right? No, it's not that. Religion doesn't help you to be a good person. So like shaitan on one hand, but there's contradictions in the Quran. Like, okay, you see, Ayub was attacked when shaitan, Iblis becomes shaitan, disobeying the command, his name changes from Iblis to shaitan. So he tells Allah that he will lead all astray except his chosen ones or mukhlis, pure ones, except his pure ones. What does mukhlis mean? Chosen or, I think it means pure rather than mukhlis doesn't mean, anyway, selected ones or pure ones or, so, right? Then how come Ayub is crying out, God, a shaitan has tormented me, help. How did he get to Ayub? Okay, he's not going to lead Ayub astray, but he did get to Ayub trying to lead him astray, right? And then the common people, but God would help Ayub. And then the common believers who are not the mukhlasin, they could be misled by shaitan, right? You heard me. Shaitan says, I called you. I made false promises to you. And I called you and you listened to me. So all that I explained to this Hindu, another one was, so like becoming a good Shia through religion doesn't help. This is what I was trying to prove to him. Or being a Sanatan, no, it doesn't help. So, Ayub cried out, and then now Shaitan says, I called you and you listened, right? So here God blames those who would listen to Shaitan. And then if you've noticed in Surah Takwir, it's not you what you will, it's what God wills for you. So Shaitan says, I called you and you listened. So I worked this out. You see, how God deceives us. Surah 14, ayat 22, and Satan will say when the matter has been concluded, indeed Allah had promised you the promise of truth and I promised you, but I betrayed you. But I had no authority over you except that I invited you and you responded to me. So, like, someone would, for example, blame me that she wasn't a good Shia. She wasn't a true Shia, and that's why she got caught up with this demonic attacks and all that, or doing something bad, let's say, right? Shaitan called her to this, or her desire called her to this, and she started to do that instead of praying. But we have Naad Ali, and I was praying Naad Ali and Surah Yasin and all this. We have prayers to keep us. And we have La ilaha illallah, my aunt, not only my grand aunt, but someone in Dubai, a very Sayyid, right, Tabai's family or Hakim's family told me 100 times tasbih, rosary, la ilaha illallah, shaitan runs 100 miles away. Well, my aunt got stomach cancer, grand aunt, stomach cancer. She told me pray before she got stomach cancer. She told me to pray that she never be dependent on anyone. Nothing like this happened. Late after a year or so, something like this. We lost her. A beautiful grand aunt, humble and all this, right? Beautiful from the inside out. For me, she was beautiful. So, and then in her cancer, she told me, I've never heard her complain about anything. Then she was like, "Don't talk to this my enemy," and all this. Before that, years I've grown up with her. I've never heard her complain against anyone or say things like this about anyone. I never heard her complain. So I want to remember the good days. I don't want to talk about. I shouldn't be talking. But that must be in cancer, she already had cancer, so they said she didn't want to go to the hospital or so. Anyways, why do good things happen to why do bad things happen to good people? Because they listen to shaitan. So now I can prove it from the Quran a little bit that someone who has black magic on them, or like I was trying to tell my father that if you say that, okay, a Prophet Muhammad was light and there was no black magic done on him, can't be done on him, then maybe he tried to show it that, to help the people, common people. So Prophet Muhammad is made of light and he's come in a human form. No black magic can be done on him according to Shia belief, right? But Sunni belief, yes, black magic was done on him by a Jewish man named, I've forgotten his name, but black magic was done on him, and then these ayats came, Forkals and Surah Nas, Surah Falak, right, to remove, and Imam Ali, Jibril brought these ayats and Imam Ali helped. So, but the Shia saying that Prophet Muhammad, how to put this, wouldn't, but the common believers, if you listen to shaitan, then anything bad that happens to you is from yourself. The evil, also this, right, ayat, and where is it? And the good that happens to you is from Allah. So Allah should bless us with the good, so that the bad that we do to ourselves, the evil due to our own hands, which have wrought. Our own hands have wrought the evil. We're praying and all this. I tried my best, right? And then also to be a sincere Shia in year 2000, 1999. I was like, get into the becoming a true Shia and do hijab and all this. I even started to wear a hijab. Started to do hijab. Okay, and so pray 5 times a day, 3 times and all this, but I couldn't. That's what I wanted to do. And then the watching feeling came, and Very disturbing. Okay, my eyebrows going up because someone's watching me and something has happened. So now and then, these things happening to me, like since year 2000. What do you think is my state? It's shocking. It's distressing. So at least on YouTube, it's not for kids. So, and maybe I also should put it for 18 and above, so that no 16-year-old Indian comes here and talks to me. We don't have discuss. Although I don't. I just that you should be studying. You should be concentrating on your studies and making a life. Okay, it's very good to see that you have been since childhood, maybe a service for humanity, and if you can do that, that's great. As a kid, as a but the way he spoke, a kid speaking like this, gaslighting and terrible. What else shall I show you? Or shall I? Indecisive also, because I don't know when my health. So passion kept me on on this, helping the Muslims, right? I could not do much also. So this was good to help human beings. Now I've got something like projection, away from projection, information versus awareness. And another thing I realized is that we have gone away, and I'll speak about that later, from the heart center to the head a lot. And that's where the problems come from. So from information versus awareness to the heart center where we should be. Even Paramahamsa Vishwananda has spoken about this. Like how many centimeters is it from your head to your heart? So you see, that's why you find some people who are working with their heads find the heart people totally weird and unusual life and not normal. Like my father, a very head person, practical. So you will find our lives. See, these are abnormal bagale. These are crazy people. You know, the mystics also, but I don't call myself a mystic. But just the unusual life of a lover, the one who believes in love and goes by the heart. People may call us impulsive also. What is this? You just don't end up at your teacher's place like this, right? Call her. Before, like in Pakistan, Karachi, our doors were open. Our friends just used to come in our houses without calling us. Or we were in school, and there were, and even those in college, and then get married. So our our doors were open. We wouldn't call and end up. Call and then take an up. This is the time I'm coming to your place. We'd just end up at a friend's place without calling them. Anyways, when I was told about my principal that they are very punctual, 5 times prayer, so don't go at the time of that. I won't go at the time of Fajr, but don't go at the time of Zahar, Asr prayer time, or Isha, Maghrib Isha time. Go afterwards or in between, after Maghrib, in between the Isha, and come out before Isha. As the Azan goes, since they go to prayer, the Fikri family, my principal. So I would never go, but times I stayed on for the in their house, Isha time oh, or when, okay, so I joined them for the walks sometimes. Okay, I fought with God on this. not to send. I don't want to go there. But you see, love is such a thing that it can change. So I love someone, or I like someone, I care for someone, and then so uh, my someone I met in London said, "You don't sell yourself short, do you?" Oh, this is going to be difficult to explain. Okay, now the Zohar Azan will. I'll continue later. So start it. Okay, I'm going. Thank you for your time and attention. I'll continue all this later. Thank you.